Hello, everyone. Welcome to my stream. My name is Jules, and whenever you are on my channel, you are one of my treasures. Welcome into what I call Area 5T1. It's almost like Area 51. I talk about the 5Ts here. I talk about transition as I'm a 54-year-old transgender woman. Talk about triathlon that I like to participate in. Also uh, talk about, I do some teaching. I've been doing some teaching here on high demand religions. Um, I've been focusing on the Mormon church as I am in the process of deconstruction and resigning the Mormon church. Also, I talk about trends, the different clothing I like to wear, and different tips. Can be from makeup tips to survival tips. Good afternoon, Daniel. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Just feel free to, we can talk about any topics that, one wants to talk about. We can talk about life in general. I'm doing great. I was running a little late for the stream. I was just kind of getting my makeup done and stuff, and I also woke up a little late. Slept in. I have to go back to work tomorrow, so I just had the last 3 days off. So it's one of those things. Uh, the weekend you just want to use it to, uh, get your rest. Plus, I was before I started my stream and started getting ready. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you are. Um, are they here on the stream with you, or are they just around the house, or? Um, okay. Why do you feel that way? Have you seen a therapist? Do you go talk to someone about it? It's always a great thing to do. Um, when I first came out, I definitely went and saw a therapist. I know your depression is something completely different, but it's always a good thing to talk to someone about anything like that. Also, if you ever feel you need to talk to someone, always know that you can, if you feel like you're really depressed or anything, you can always call someone to talk to at 988. This is the nationwide initiative um, to help people out and have someone to talk to when they need to. Okay. Um, I understand. Me, it's been a lot of stuff later in life. Not so much depressed. I mean, it's been a lot of dysphoria and stuff. I wish I would have noted it when I was younger, uh, to come out to my parents and more people. And like I said, the 988 line is what's called the National Crisis Line. It is available for everybody. I don't know if you're a veteran. You can just dial 9 and they will get. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not a good thing to hear that. Just pouring me a drink here. This is a soft drink that's actually tastes like sangria. It's Mexican, and it's excellent. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, whenever you are here, you are one of my treasures. Well, the good thing is this is the first week of the NFL season. I'm trying to get the game pulled up on another window. I am a Charger fan, so today we're playing our rivals, the Raiders. I don't know if you, another thing I've been doing, and I did I think I did chapter 7 last night, was my series on high demand religions. Well, I'm talking about American football. Dre's technically soccer is, or football is technically soccer worldwide, but when you talk in the U.S., it's the NFL, which is American football. Glad to see you in here, Grace. You're one of my regulars. Hopefully, some of the others come in. I haven't seen Mariyuki in a while. I think he's been. I will tell you, American football does have, and then they change the rules every year. A lot of it has been to make sure that players don't get concussions and or injuries. And it's like when I started watching it back in the 70s, I mean, they had some players that would tackle the other players. And if you look at like back on a player whose name was Deacon Jones, and he would hit hard. And so then started coming these days of concussion syndrome, and they're trying to make it so players do not get concussions. So it's a whole new ball game. They've changed the rules of the kickoff, where they kick off from, and how they do it. They try to, you know, uh, change rules every year. I just, I'll tell you what though, I think the players that play rugby or Australian rules football, uh, and I've seen some of them move to American football, and they are some of the toughest players because they know how to really be in the scrum or how to really tackle. So and take a hit. So if anybody's in here and you're not already a subscriber, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Also, I have a Patreon. Okay, I get it. Gotcha. I went hiking yesterday. I did post a video about my little hiking adventure. It was a great trip. Right here behind my apartment, there are some. Uh, there's a little mountain. Well, actually, some big mountains. They're called the Sandia Mountains, and uh, they had some great trails. As soon as my mountain bike gets shipped over here in my pod, I can't wait so I can go mountain biking. Just um, hiking in itself was great. I thought I was going to go longer, but at first, right when you watch my video, you can hear how the altitude in in my move has affected me as far as um, living at below sea level, moving to I think my apartment's at 6,000 feet above, so it does change. It thins out the air and makes it a lot different. I think they tell me it takes about a year to get acclimated to the change in the altitude. So I would welcome everybody to watch that video from yesterday. Uh, I can see 16:35. I can post a link to it over here once I finish this stream. Um, I will write down that it was at about 16:35 that I stated that I would post it. Um, it always helps because I usually point up with my finger. Um, Now, in that, I will admit, I may look a little more my dead self. In that hike, I did not wear my wigs because I did not want to get extremely hot. Although it was 70 degrees, so it was nice weather to go. And when I was in the mountainous area, it was it was a nice little wind, little breeze going on. Yeah, it change of altitude does. They tell me once I get acclimated to the altitude here, that, for example, especially with training for triathlon, they say if I go do a triathlon like in Florida, um, would be actually that way, or in California, I would probably do a lot better because the running would be a lot easier for me because the air down there would be it'd be easier for me to breathe uh, down there. So it's pretty amazing what altitude training can do. I know that the athletes here in for the U.S. for swimmers, the Olympic training center. There's two Olympic training centers in in the U.S. One is in Colorado City, Colorado, and the other one is in Chula Vista, California, which I used to live. I grew up right by it. Well, I saw it being built. I actually saw them in the Atlanta, Georgia Olympics. They actually ran the torch through there and lit a torch through there, which is still lit up. Um, I've actually seen the Olympic torch relay twice in my life. Um, so yeah, swimmers are trained in Colorado City, in Colorado Springs, Colorado, because of the altitude. Does give them an advantage to train in the altitude. I was also seeing something in the news. It's actually Associated Press, and it was stating that the Supreme Court will pretty soon be looking at a case for gender affirming care for minors. So if any of you want to comment on that, feel free. I think one thing for sure, I mean, all of us before seeking gender affirming care or any uh, care for transition should definitely seek therapy. To me, I think that was one of my major um, things to help, and make my final decision whether I was going to transition or not. My therapist definitely noted that I had work since I was young. So, um, you know, and for young people, I definitely think that the parents should be involved in the decision too. Uh, so parents should also go to a few of the therapy sessions and you know uh, have to talk it over with the minor, then uh, and then you know they should uh, help them in making the decision, or and see what's the best for them. Um, and sometimes it would probably be easier when they're younger, as it would just be puberty blockers. And like my age now, I'm looking at, yes, hormone blocker or testosterone blockers, and you know um, estrogen. So um, there's many ways of looking at it. It's just all of us have our own way, and as long as we can talk about it civilly, I think it's great. Um, Also, I know many of you may have already seen it. I did do a recently video. uh, I talked about my deconstruction and my new teaching videos about the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints. Um, they have created a very anti-trans policy. I can always post the link to the video that I did about it and broke it down. I can post it right here. Um, and I really like to bring that up a lot because it is very, very anti-trans policy. I mean, when I break down the policy in there, it shows you that there are, uh, will issue in there, even almost like worse, consider you in the church worse than child molesters, which is horrible. I don't know, I was a member for so long, for 30 years, and I knew there were anti-LGBTQ, but they've never shown something so hateful. Also, good news is we have moved up to 307 subscribers. Yesterday, I did, just to reiterate, I did do the for the backpack. And it went to Erwin Tinnecker. I know he contacted me yesterday. I don't know if he sent me his address. Um, he has yesterday was October 7th, so till October 7th, claim it. It's an address where I can mail it to. So I hope he does claim it. The last two awards have never been claimed. So now I'm giving 30-day timelines, as to claiming it. The next one will be another little backpacks in tan. If this one's not claimed, if not, what I'll do is I'll put 10 accessories onto the black one, and it will be a little more. Um, it'll have a canteen, the first aid kit, and the backpack. This one has the first aid kit and the backpack. So last night we hit 307 as far as subs. Right now we're actually doing really good on views. It looks like hopefully, the other day a friend of mine, she posted a video, and a bunch of pretty much people just uh, jumped on her video for anything, and just started saying a bunch of bad stuff, and it gave her like 2,000 views in 1 hour. It was fantastic. All she could say was, "Oh, okay, thank you." So that's a way I will just say to all these people, if they start jumping on and put hateful comments, the more they come on, the more views they give. So it helps the channel grow. I think my internet's having some issues here. Currently, they've been working on it a lot. I'll get text messages on my phone saying that Comcast is working on your in your area, and then they'll say, "Oh, work has been finished. How is your internet?" So you may see mine freeze up a little bit here and there. That's just because they've been working on it here, like I said, here and there. And I hope it doesn't mess up the live stream too much. I'm going to try at least go an hour and a half, see who comes on. I did a live stream Friday. I give it about half hour, and had like one or two come on, but today is Sunday. It's the end of the weekend. We can always all talk about our weekend adventures. Like I said, I had mine with my little hike. It was great. So like I said, I am just right now. At the same time, I'm trying to put up a link to be able to keep track of the score on the football game. I am a big Charger fan, and I am trying to find somewhere where I can watch at least the scores. And okay, I think I found that. Just it looks like every channel has made it more difficult to find your stream, or here we go, scores. That's what I want to see is scores. One of the things I sometimes do, especially like right now I live in New Mexico, they don't have football teams, so they'll do, what I can do is watch like a little like screen on their NBC Sports or ESPN, and it'll show which team has the ball and who might be scoring, and it'll show me the scores at updates. So I am trying to get on to be able to watch. Okay, so NBC's not. Here we go. I was just able to pull up my game, and the San Diego. Okay, when I started watching them, they're still the San Diego Chargers, but they are technically now the Los Angeles Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers are ahead 3-0 against the Las Vegas Raiders. Even that sounds weird. And so it looks like they have the ball. The ball just went to the Raiders, or due to a kickoff. So it just scored that field goal. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules, and you are in Area 5T1, kind of like Area 51. We like here transition triathlon. I do some teaching about different trends and tips. So feel free to jump on here. Also, maybe to add another T, we'll talk about touchdowns today. I am also watching the Charger Raider game on a different tab here just to keep track of the score. I am a big Charger fan, so any topics you want to bring up are great. I tried to lately one of the big things I've been talking about is this book. I am currently in Deconstruction from the Mormon Church. So this is kind of like speaking about football, the rookie manual for the Mormon Church. And in that book, they just talk about their basic principles and what they believe. And I have been breaking it down and showing that some of the stuff that's in there is pretty much fake and a lie. In the last couple of chapters, they've brought up stuff from the Book of Abraham, which has been proven to be wrong because it was taken off a Egyptian scroll that was found in a mummy back in the 1800s, and founder of the church bought it and says he translated it, and his way of translation was very awkward because he used to put it what they call a seer stone into a hat, and he said he used to see the symbols and what they meant in that hat, and it would therefore give him, the meaning of it. So uh, awkward stuff. And recently, Egyptologists have read the Book of Abraham, and in the past few years, have read what's in the Book of Abraham and have actually translated the scroll or papyrus, as they call it, and have determined that what was translated is completely incorrect. And when you go to the Mormon church, they still teach stuff from the Book of Abraham. So, um, I always tell people when I teach there, just open your mind, do your own research. If you are being taught by missionaries, um, listen to what they have to say, but also do your own research. And you know, they always tell you to find your testimony, but find out the truth. Also know that later on, when I get into that book about the first vision that Joseph Smith has, know that there have been 9 versions of that first vision. So I will look them all up. Um, that might be a long video when I do that. You guys ever have a chance to taste this drink? It's very, very good. I've been drinking it since I was a kid. It's actually a soft drink. It's called Señorial, and it is flavored like sangria. When I, when I grew up, like, and we would go to Mexicali, which is right on the border of California and Mexico, down 2 hours east of San Diego. That's called Mexicali, Mexi for Mexico, and Cali for California. They have very good Chinese food, and the story goes that the history is because a lot of times when the railroads were built, a lot of Chinese immigrants were used. Excuse me, let me get my phone here. A lot of Chinese immigrants were used for building the railroad, and once they finished it, they freed them, and then a lot of them traveled down towards Mexico, the Baja California area, and actually a lot of good Chinese restaurants in the Baja California area, especially Mexicali. They tried to go deeper and down into Mexico, but never got too deep in there before they had to travel back up to Baja California. And so if you ever want good Chinese food, go and you're, willing to go across to Mexico, go to Mexicali. Great Chinese food. Probably some of the best I've ever tasted. But that's where I got to know this soft drink. Now you can buy it. And I bought it at Dollar Tree. So Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I thought I had saw the third person in here. Welcome to the stream. Remember, you're on with Jules and here. Remember, you're always one of my treasures. Um, Today we're trying to do like a 1.5 hour live stream. Um, I may jump back and forth between another window. I am watching the Charger Raider game. And it looks like the Raiders just scored, and it is 7-3. Uh, I am a Charger fan, so let's hope that changes. Um, the good thing that I saw is that Justin Herbert is playing. Um, that's first string quarterback, so that makes a difference always. Today I decided to go with my Face of the Moon blouse. I really like this blouse. I have several clothing items with the Faces of the Moon. I think I have 3. I have a dress. I've got this, and I've got the little hoodie, like t-shirt. It's like crop top, and and what I did today, well, I did just wear this little choker. I was going to try to put my other one on, but this one goes on quicker. And I was running late to start the stream. Also, I did my makeup. Today, what I did was I tried to do a little more, and I had to remove some because my eyes were, I think it was too much on there. And I think that it's still up a little high over here on the eyeshadow. Everybody has their preference. I like a little less. Some people like more. It depends on your style. I was watching a video by someone I used to watch a long time ago, and she hadn't been on in a while or posted anything. And her name is Steph's. Um, let's see. Steph Sanjati. She is great. I got to see her videos like from, I've been watching them for a very long time. She from when she had her FFS, and very different looks, and her transformation has been fantastic. Today I saw or the other day, yesterday, I saw that the video was going to come on, and it was, I looked at her face, and I'm like, is it really her? And she just looks so different. I guess she's gone to cosmetology school, and just her look is completely different. And she's doing a trans 101 video on how to do your makeup. And like, I tried some of the things she suggested. I'm probably going to rewatch it later on today to make some notes of stuff that I do want to buy. I did, try a little bit of trying, like, how to do like facial hair cover up, and it worked fantastic. Um, I've done it before, but I've used different stuff, and I think I would use too much. And a little bit went a long way today. So hello and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, whenever you're on here, you are one of my treasures. People just seem to go off and on. It has helped the channel go up in views late in the past 46 minutes. Um, People jump on here, jump right off. I think I will do a video for today after this. My video will today. I think I want to. What I want to do is I did mention in my um, video yesterday with um, when I went hiking. I did mention to everybody that I made sure I was prepared because in the past 2 weeks here in Albuquerque, there have been mountain lions that have come down from the mountains and come into the city. And one was perched up in a tree at someone's house. The other one was just outside some apartments. I know when the first encounter I had one time was I went out to my mailbox. When I was coming back, I saw a dog right by my apartment, between the apartment and here. And in front of me, it just came out the little hallway there. And I knew my neighbor had a dog, and I thought it was her dog that got loose. And I kept it on. Hey, pup, you just need to come down, just stay there. I wasn't approaching it, but I just came in through right here where this curtain is actually technically supposed to be my patio. So I came in through that patio door. I didn't want to, get the dog aggressive or anything. And I just stayed calm, walked in the door, brought in my mail. And it turns out it was a coyote. My neighbor's dog looks completely different. Then a few weeks later, I saw a pack of coyotes going across the street. And I was like, oh, wait, I was approaching a coyote last time. So we have mountain lions, we have coyotes, there are bears in the mountains here. So yesterday I went prepared. I did carry my pistol with me, and I did show that in my video yesterday. So one of the things I will teach today will be I will do a video and show how to maintain it safely at your home, and how to be responsible with it. I'll make a video on that and attach it to my preparedness video list. It's if you're responsible with one, no need to. It's one of those things. If you own one, be responsible with it. If you, are irresponsible with it and just go do random things, like if I would have gone hiking and shooting out in the wilderness out there, could have hurt someone, or so you don't do that. If you're gonna go and want to shoot targets, do it in a responsible environment, like at a gun range. Also, I looked up the proper laws here in New Mexico before going out there with it, for protection. New Mexico, from what I saw, is an open carry state, and you can open carry your pistol without a permit, and you can even carry a long rifle, from what I learned, without a permit in the open. So, in other words, you can have. It's funny because they say some guns are long rifles, while all long rifles are guns. So, like, I own a shotgun. It has the proper length. It's an 18.5-inch barrel, and technically that's a gun, but it would be considered a long rifle. I could the way I read the law is that that can be carried, open carry in New Mexico. Uh, so I am in a, hey Bird, how's it going? Bird is a word. How are things today? I was just talking about my video about hiking yesterday, um, and having responsibly carried my pistol. So I may do another video today on, you know, responsibility of actually owning a firearm. Yeah, I have Drace and Donald in here. Actually, the channel is starting to do really well. I am up to 307 subscribers. Um, Yesterday we picked up three, um, and like right now it's really, I feel like we're gonna hit another growth spurt. Um, I know, like, I see people kind of keep jumping in and out of here. That happens on every stream, but it does help get the views upward because then uh, it when they come in here and view what's going on, it kind of just helps the algorithm grow. Um, what's up, TSTV? Today I'm not been watching the game. I'm Raiders Chargers. I'm the Charger fan. So hoping they catch up here because they just punted to the Raiders, and the Raiders are ahead 7-3. Uh, so, and we are in the, looks like the second quarter. Oh, I'm sorry. Um, yeah, I hope we don't lose to the Raiders. Oh no, we just got the ball back. So the Chargers just got the ball back. They're on their 31-yard line. So we've got four people in here. We've got Donald, Drace, Bird, and Former. Um, Maybe we'll get the Mystic in here. That would be fantastic. Maybe some others will jump in. Our membership on the channel, we are up to 307. Maybe we'll jump up some more today. Oh, we got someone else in here. Hello and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, whenever you're on here, you're one of the treasures. Remember, you're in Area 5P1. Today, we just, at any time in the stream, we can, talk about any topic in general, just life in general. Like, Former was just talking about the Yankee game. been talking Charger game here, gonna score. Uh, a couple of a couple of topics I've been talking about on the channel. Like I keep stating, I've been doing my I did do my hike yesterday, so if you guys want to go watch that video, that was a cool hike. And I showed some of the scenery of New Mexico up from the mountainside. It was great. Um, I've continued my series on the LDS Church. Um, Yesterday was chapter 7, I believe. Um, so that's been a good series. Also, I've posted their new policy on there, which is kind of hateful to the trans community. Um, and right now, I'm giving little game updates here and there. Um, so feel free to jump in with whatever topic you would like. Another one I found earlier, and I'm willing to talk about is early in the week. I found that the Supreme Court's going to start proceedings on whether the what will be the laws for uh, transgender youth, uh, whether they can receive gender affirming care. We want to, we can always talk about these topics and I see what your opinion is. Like I said, always let's be constructive, not destructive. And I think everybody in here is pretty good about uh, showing courtesy. Um, I know we've had times when people have jumped in and have been very, destructive. But the only thing that does is help our view count go up and even membership at times. So I think it can be a good and bad thing. If they start getting too insulting to my subs, I will usually block them out. Well, Farmer, it looks like my Chargers are still at 7-3, so I don't know how that's looking like a baseball score almost. Hello and welcome to. Well, they didn't even let me introduce myself. So, like I said, I'm talking. I'm watching the game here, kind of giving little updates on it. Also, we can, like I said, any of our 5 T's, we can talk about transition, triathlon, teaching, trends, tips. Um, like, yesterday, it was a little bit about teaching and tips. Um, what I did do my video with going on a hike. That has a lot to do with giving a few tips on how to prepare, like I said during the video, for disaster. I did have my backpack a little loaded up. It had enough water for about 4 bottled waters in there, just and then so it was a little bit. You need to be able to carry a good load and be able to go, on a hike or even like in Florida, what would happen when I still lived there. And right now it's hurricane season, and people would evacuate for hurricanes. They would always tend to evacuate at the last moment, but would never look at the alternatives. So I would always think, if the hurricane's hitting North Florida, why is everybody evacuating uh, out of Florida to like Georgia and stuff? Because then they're heading into the path of a hurricane. Um, why not evacuate south towards Miami, where the hurricane wouldn't be going, um, or Fort Lauderdale? You just kind of got to look at those things. And yesterday, I was also saying, although you may get extra um, gas cans and have extra gas for your car, always make sure that you know that you can, if your car runs out of gas, you fill it back up with those gas cans. And if you're out of gas on your gas cans and you have to get out of the car and walk, make sure you can travel uh, with your backpack on, and you can do it for quite a distance. Also, one of the big things people don't think about are pets. So if you have a dog, um, always remember to make them their own little to-go bags. You can get, those harnesses that they put on uh, therapeutic, therapy pets, and you can buy them with the Molly system, and you can pack uh, 3 days worth of food in a little pouch that they can carry. The same with enough water so they can carry their own stuff. People need to, those are little things people don't think about. Uh, in the end, if you start giving your pet your water, then you can't feed them. So, um, just have your pets be able to carry their own water. So you can see I did my nails green this weekend. Uh, this nail already lost some of the polish. Um, so yesterday, that's one of the things I said in my video, just always be prepared. And, like my little backpack yesterday was my old to-go bag. My new to-go bag is massive. I could probably put 7 days worth of stuff in it. Um, and, you know, eventually I have to learn to be able to carry that. And as always, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. We have, okay, yeah, list 4 of you. And I have 4 in the chat box. Guys, feel free to chat. Yeah, just looking back at the game now that the Raiders have the ball, but they're fourth and 28. That means it take 28 yards for them to be able to get their first down. That's nuts. So that means they're probably hunting, which they did. So now that the Chargers do get the ball back, and it's at their 11. Tweet, tweet, tweety, tweet, 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 tweet. Rockin' Robin, that's where that's from. Any interesting stuff anybody's doing today? Just me, I slept into like it's weird because on the weekends I've been sleeping in a lot, but I guess it's nice now that I can. I think I slept until like 11 today. I actually didn't go to sleep late last night. Today I'll go to sleep early. I do a video or two today, and then you know bathe and go to bed. What's weird, had I like signed in a little late, I think we would have had a ton of viewership because what happens, that's how all the uh, like I think gamers tend to jump on these if you're late and don't open on time. They start using it as their own chat room, and then when you kind of jump in, then they start. I remember that happened to me once. I started the stream. I hadn't clicked on go live, and I jumped in go live, and there was a bunch of uh, chatter in here already, and I think it was a bunch of gamers or something. And all they did was start making, you know, like insults and stuff like that. I remember Alice and I think Lena were in here, and it was just uh, the thing is, it does raise the number of views, and at that time, I did get a ton of views and subscribers. I think that week from it. Hey, Erwin, how's it going? Just sitting here, we're talking, our usual 5Ts, um, transition, triathlon, teaching trends and tips. Also, I give an update on the Charger Raider game from time to time. I am a big Charger fan. Um, Thank you for the comments yesterday on the about my streams. Oh wow, where are you located, Erwin? I thank you, Erwin. I'm really, really thankful for that. I did see your compliment yesterday. I even looked up the, I believe, singer, actress, politician, you said. Oh, wow, in the Netherlands. Um, and like I said, I did look up, what was her name? But I did look her up, and I could see what you were saying. The glasses and the with uh, darker hair, yeah. And, and from what I understand, she's a singer and actress, and also was she involved in politics? I think. Oh, that's cool. Don't worry. Let's see if I can find it. You said Nana Muscuri, and I looked her up on Google. And I really I saw what he said. Um, and yeah, I looked her up when I saw it. She's like a, yeah, I could see them with with my other hair hairdo with the others like that I wear at times, and with these glasses, I could see the similarities. I could definitely see them. Yeah, and I can see them. I almost wore the black today, but I thought it would be a lot. I had the black blouse, so I mean, although I would have had the contrast with the moon um, and the red lips, I think I really, when I was getting done up, I was like between whether I go blonde, whether I go uh, black. Um, Thank you. I actually wanted to know that. I basically all I did that morning, I got up, as you saw, I put my hair in a little ponytail, um, uh, and then I put it, on through my hat. so it could stick out the back. And then I just put on a light layer of sunblock, and then my foundation just to even out the color on my face, and then just put the sunblock as something to protect it so it wouldn't come off. And then I went hiking. I put on a very, as far as lip gloss, I put on like a very brownish shade, so my lips looked more natural. Mm, Yeah, most of the time I like this red right here. I like how it looks. It's probably been my favorite shade, although I've done a lot of different other looks. I've done with black. I've done with I've even done a green lipstick in the past before. I it's fun. I it as you saw. Yeah, and that's what I had going yesterday. It was more of an au natural look. Like today, as you can see, it's a little more. It's still uh, as far as today, what I did a little more. I was watching a video this morning, one YouTuber that I used to watch a lot, and I hadn't seen her on in a while, and she taught a different way to use it by the cheekbones. And I did find a little cream in my makeup box. I had like glitter, so around here I should have some glitter. I don't think it doesn't reflect as much. Um, and then she showed how to contour the face a little more, so you don't get such a round face, but more of a almost like a diamond face. Um, and the contour she was showing was great. So I used a few of her tips. I'm gonna watch her video again and order some makeup that she recommends. So uh, I'm gonna probably have to get some new glasses. These are my older ones. Uh, I've worn my newer ones before here. They're the clear frames, but I need a new pair because those are more. Well, those were in the guys section, so now I'm transitioning. I have to do some more feminine ones. I'm probably looking at a cat eye style. Go for it. You need the rest. Have a good night. Bye. Everyone, we had Irwin in here for a little bit. Bird, you still out there? Former guys, always feel free to jump in on the chat. Um, wow, we're already almost at the hour and a half mark. Always feel free to jump in. I think I'll extend it to a 2 hour stream. So maybe we can have a chance at others jumping in. Uh, What's up, bird? Okay, I was just looking at some on my phone, just looking at uh, some text messages that have come in. Um, okay, so my football game right now just went into halftime, and it stands 7-6. The Raiders are on top of the Chargers. Um, so we'll see how that turns out in the second half. Seems like a quiet stream today, but that's okay as long as we've all joined each other here. See how we're all doing. Does help the a little bit. When I jumped on here, we were at I think it was 103 views. Now we're at 125 in the last 48 hours. We had a period where on the channel there was like over two, they kept continuing over 1,000 views every 2 days. Um, there was one video that gave me over 2,200 views. It's kind of tapered down now. I got to figure out the magic formula that that gave. Um, I don't know if it was a dress or the title or what. It was just fantastic. Um, and then right now, the second most watched one has been my 6 month HRT. It's magic. I really believe it because um I'm starting to believe in that because the title had to do it even included I said my mystic look. So and it just went off the charts with how many views it got. I can't wait till I can do some longer nails. I'm gonna have to find me a job where I can do some good long arrowhead nails. And I'm gonna my first set will I'll get them to do some green. I really like the green this weekend. As you can see, this is starting to lose some of its polish. I bought the polish and did it myself. Um, so and then I just did this one like a glitter silver. They're fun. I love doing my nails. I'm starting to shape them a little bit in the shape that I want, which are arrowhead nails, as they call them. What do you mean, um, as far as information? Do you want information, or do you want to give me information? The Prisoner, is that like a movie or book or what? So what kind of information um, are you looking for in your life? information and I can look at and say, okay, the prisoner is a part in a series of the late 60s. And, oh, and where's the prisoner on? Is there on a specific platform like Hulu or Netflix or anything? The 60s are a good era. Obviously, yeah, I saw that it picked up on an 8-part miniseries. Um, yeah, I'm a slow typer too. Um, Back in when I was in high school, you could still take typing class like on a typewriter. Uh, but then came computers. Um, but I never took it. I kind of learned to type on my computer. Um, oh, it's an old cult favorite. Oh, I'd have to maybe check it out. Um, I'm gonna have to look it up. Those old. Sometimes those old films are great, or even old miniseries, movies. There's like great movies that I've watched from the 70s that I grew up. I'm Generation X, so when 70s movies were from when I was smaller, and I love like great cult movies like Airplane. I think that was a hilarious movie, and I know people are older than me that have never seen it, and man, my daughters watched it enough where we know the lines to it because it's so funny. I'll look it up. Maybe I can find it here, or even here on YouTube, or find it somewhere online, or someone shares it. I'll look it up. I know like the 70s, they made a great film called Scanners about telepaths and people with ESP. That was a great film. The one I haven't watched, but was one of the films that put George Lucas on the map, is actually called THX 1138. I hear that has a big cult following. Um, many films and miniseries from back then, that's what happens. It's like they may not be big like on TV or in the theater, but then you get like people get there's a cult following to them. I'll have to check it out. I will definitely look for it. So I'll just Google it and see what I can do. Maybe it's even my DVD or my Blu-ray player's not here yet, but when it gets here, maybe if I find them on DVD, my Blu-ray player will play DVDs. Yeah, and it's strange because I'm such a big Star Wars fan, and I know it has a lot of where he got his ideas and stuff for that. I'm surprised that it's just one of those things that I've never watched. I've been like on a big I've been binge watching all the Star Wars for several weeks now, maybe even a couple months. And I just finished Star Wars Resistance, and that's when I made my video on the best how I ranked for the series. And Star Wars Resistance was down at the bottom. It was a cartoon, and it seemed too Disney-ish. But now I just have to do the sequel trilogy. I'm not like in a hurry to do it because I've watched them. Out of those, I mean, The Force Awakens is probably one of my out of those three. It's probably the one that I like. Um, Definitely Episode 8. No, I was expecting more from the Acolyte. We are at 1 minute and 41 minutes, 1 hour, 140 and 41 minutes in. Actually, we've had a pretty good conversation going here. I've been happy with today's live stream. We had a 5 in at one point. Um, I'm always happy to be in here with my treasures. Um, so um, maybe start wrapping up a little bit here. Um, like I said, today was mainly, try get a little bit of talk in. We've been got a little bit of movie talk here at the end. Um, had about 5 of my treasures in here. That was fantastic. Missed some of my usual ones. Um, so what I'll do is I'm actually gonna do a video after this. Actually, maybe one or two to kind of wrap up the weekend, and then um, I do want to say thank you for continuing to watch the channel, helping it grow. We are at 307. Our next goal is 210. I mean 510. So let's try to continue making the channel grow. Any video that you watch, please comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Um, Remember, you are on Area 521 with Jules. You join me here. You are one of my treasures. Um, and everyone is welcome in here. Just remember, we can be constructive, not be destructive. Help each other. I will start doing live streams Fridays. Let's try to make it, our old time was 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And then I will try to take you guys, and do more adventures out there. This week, I did do my hike finally, and show you guys a little bit of New Mexico from the mountains here behind my house. I thought that was fantastic. It was fun. When I started, and I did show you the stats for my hike. I will start running again, hopefully this week. I'm going to start showing you stats on that. Also, I do want to say it's been great to see the growth here. Always remember, I also have a Patreon. I'm going to make, I got to start back up and put some new content on there. You can always go down into the description box or the account to my channel and my Patreon. Should be down below, so you can just click over to it and subscribe. There is some content there that hasn't been seen on this channel, or it was seen first on there, and put together into a video here. I could say like one of my cosplay outfits. I've done it there, and I just need to do it here. And I will tell you that is the Black Canary. I'll probably save it for Halloween here on this channel, and see how it goes. Also, I will continue picking and go a little further next time. Also, today probably expect 1 or 2 more videos, and we'll see you after today. After those 2, I will probably go on and do my transition Tuesday one, and then we can do maybe live stream Thursday or Friday. I'll do a video on Thursday to start off the weekend, my weekend, because I always have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and then move on to do my Saturday, Sunday videos, and go on from there. Thank you for being on here on the channel. Please remember, if you ever find yourself in a crisis, you can call 988. The reasons to call this line would be, and this is a nationwide initiative. I know this has a picture of New Mexico. Say it on every time I show this card, but this is, if you need any assistance, and you're having some type of crisis, and the reasons can be if you're feeling sad, confused, or angry, worried about your safety or someone you know, if you're a service member or a veteran and their family's in need. Now, if you're a service member or a veteran, as soon as you dial 988, hit 1. Don't get you to a good, to someone that is experiencing veterans and service people. If you're worried about alcohol or drug use or abuse, or having someone on your having something on your mind and just need to, and you want to talk it over. So it doesn't require Bye Bird. It's great talking to you. This is a good line to have. It is nationwide. It's not just to New Mexico, and it's not just for vets. Remember, it's for everybody. Also, please remember, if you are transitioning, please be safe when it comes to HRT, hormone replacement therapy. Make sure, first of all, I suggest that you do seek help from a therapist at first. Do try to find someone that specializes in LGBTQ issues. It's always a great thing to talk to a therapist if you're, having any concerns, just and just to so they can guide you through, while you're in dysphoria, and then they can also guide you to finding a medical professional to get your hormones with. Um, Make sure you do go to a medical professional for hormone replacement therapy, specializes in it. Do not take hormone or any prescribed medication from someone else even because you don't know if it was one, um, if it's where they got it from, and you don't know if it's been laced with something. Two, you might not be getting the right dose, and you want to have it monitored for make sure it's going okay through your body, and you don't want any have bad side effects of something that you might not want to be taking. I myself, I am a nurse. Um, Before transitioning, I did seek, you know, I did go to a gender therapist. I also make sure to go to a clinic um, that especially does help LGBTQIA people, everybody from the family. They are fantastic. If you are lucky, try to find a clinic like this they um, where they will work on a sliding scale with you if you do not have insurance. I I've been I'm glad I have insurance. I do work for the federal government, and and it's been fantastic. Uh, Transition can be is great for all of us. It's very euphoric. As you transition, it's a euphoric feeling to find yourself and who you really are, and be able to express yourself as who you are, um, and um, and don't let what people say get to you. You may have people say stuff to you out in public, but just let go. And if you ever need, if things ever get to you, as always, go to your therapist or you can call 988. Please be safe. Um, uh, have a good day. I thank everybody for being on here. Like, subscribe, comment down below. If you do want to become a patron, do click on the patron. There are 3 different tiers of patrons. Um, you know, Feel free. I do thank the 2 patrons I do have at this time. It's Nicole Jera and the one my memory is going for a moment there. Um, it is Nicole Jera and hmm, and Sensible Sam. So thank you for being my patrons. As always, if you do become a patron, remember 20% of what you get to patron. Let's go to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. The other 80% will go to upgrade, the studio here, which is at my house. It's my living room, but it will go to upgrade the computer. And thank you for watching my channel. And remember, whenever you are here in Area 5T1 with Jules, you are one of my treasures.